the places on the planet where there used to be temples, ancient sites of worship for deities or gods and goddesses, are very powerful energetic spots that are part of the planet's body, just like the human body, that are energy portals. They're spaces where there is the capacity to connect more intimately with spirit, because the space between the visible and the invisible world is thinner. So with the right intention, people that go to these places have still the ability to heal, to activate, to connect to wisdom that is stored in the field of that space, in the energetic field, the energetic body, because with our mind we have access to the invisible field of information, and with the right intention and the right guidance and being at the right space at the right time, then we can have access to things that would help our soul become free from limitation that have been keeping it burdened throughout lifetimes. So in Greece, during the Roman times, the emperor around the 4th century AD gave an order to destroy all the ancient temples and the ancient wisdom by killing the priests, because knowledge was passed through the mouth and not through written word, so that the mysteries would cease to exist. And because of that, the access to the invisible world was kind of cut. And then religion took over in the sense of there were intermediaries between spirit and humans. And that doesn't work. So now things are opening up again, and we can reconnect to spirit on our own without the help of intermediaries, which isn't really helpful anyway. And this is why going to these sacred sites in mystical Greece, the retreats that I'm organizing, we have access to knowledge, wisdom, truth, soul information that is assisting in the empowerment, activation, and freedom from burdens from lifetimes. But that is a reciprocal situation. So when we visit those sites, it's not just to take, it's also to give, because these are spaces where there has been some sort of damage as well to the energy field, especially because of the violence at the time of destruction of the mysteries, but throughout the ages. And this is something that we can do when we go to these places and we connect. We can also bring healing energy and give thanks and feel gratitude and pay our respects for what we receive from our ancestors, basically, from the past, from what has been, because everything that has ever happened is a form of a teaching. It has power in it. So another thing I want to share is that what is happening right now on the planet, in Iran or in Ukraine or in Palestine, is that it's not just the people that are being attacked. This is the surface level. There is an attack energetically on those parts of the planet that are portals of light, portals of consciousness. And there is an attack on the ascension of the planet, because by attacking the energy centers of the planetary body, there is a slowing down of the ascension process of enhancing consciousness on a planetary level, because that's what's happening. The consciousness is not just rising among humans, but also on the planet. And this is going together because we are one body. So when we tune into those spots like Iran, Palestine, Ukraine, where the war is happening, or other places that we don't know much about, Africa has been really attacked, Venezuela. So we can also tune into those spaces, and there is work that is being done to clear as much as possible the distortion that is being created through the violence, and to assist in the continuation of the process of ascension by terms of Christ consciousness. Because in Palestine especially, Yeshua planted seeds of Christ consciousness in that area, because there is a line that crosses throughout Palestine and reaches Mount Kailash, which is the seventh chakra of the planet. And this distortion in Palestine sort of is an attack on the Christ consciousness that was planted 2,000 years ago to stop the ascension process. But nothing can stop it. So I invite those of you who feel called to work with the land and to receive as well as to give back. Check out the website, and there's the offerings of the retreats. The next one is in April, and we'll be working in the area around Corinth in the North Peloponnese. It's going to be a very special event with a lot of work on mythology. We'll be connecting and merging mythology with, again, our elevation of consciousness and healing of our psyche to become who we truly are. Thank you.